Welcome back, Travelers and Immigrants, to more Neverwinter Nights 2. Now, in the last session, we met this lovely bloke, and also we saved Galen the Merchant, who has friends in Neverwinter for us. Now, what happened was that, puppet mode was turned on, meaning that, artificial intelligence was turned off, meaning that Kelgar wasn't following me anymore for some bizarre reason. Didn't realize this until I'd cleared these wolves out. We still got a couple wolves left, about 2. But hopefully we can go through without any more issues, because I have a tendency of getting frustrated, as people can probably tell just from watching me. Okay, parry mode. That wolf is gonna die, and let's hope we can keep parrying. Oh yeah, let's hope we can keep parrying the. Oh, great cleave hit, fantastic. Okay, he missed. Thank you. As long as he doesn't break... What is it? 17? Yeah, 17. We will never... Okay, deactivate parry mode. Oh, he taunted! Kelgar just taunted. Holy moly. Critical hit. We just killed him. We killed it. It's dead. We got a crit. The best kind of crit is a crit hit. Okay. Now let's rest. Let's put you in here, because that's where all the other stuff is going. Thank you. Kelgar, you have anything on you?
Yes.
No. He does have that shield equipped. I did equip him with the +1 light shield. Now let's see, will his AI... Is his puppet mode back on? No. Okay. Good. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to turn this guy's puppet mode on. Because, he's me, and I don't want him doing anything stupid like, using potions and anything like that. But now let's continue on our way to Fort Locke, which it's quite a walk. There's no mounts in this game, so you're literally just walking everywhere. And sometimes the maps are fairly big. They're fairly big. And if you miss something, you won't feel like going backtracking, then that could be a problem. But it's still an enjoyable game. And now, how close are we to level? Oh, we're really close to leveling. Whoa, not track mode. I want parry mode. Initiation, post-attack hit. Okay, Kelgar, I kinda need your help. Why are you knocking them down? You shouldn't be knocking down. I hate that feat. I mean, it has its uses, but man, it's just like, oh yes, you hit. Why didn't you knock them down? Oh, nice. I should. If you're gonna be performing like that, if I insult you, Kelgar, I should do it more often. Come on, attack me so I can attack you. Parry success. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just going to turn off parry mode. And watch as this is like the only... Yep! Watch as I called it. Critical hit, 10. Thank goodness. Let's see about resting, because I like being at full HP when we go in. Cannot rest so soon after exerting yourself. There we go. There we go. 2, 1, go. Let's move. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Going. Slight bit of lag I'm noticing, but nothing bad. Parry mode, turn on. This doesn't look good.
Demon? No screams for us? Maybe we should brand you. Maybe that'll loosen your tongue.
Leave me alone! I've done nothing to you.
Well, now Commander Valis will be happy to hear that, he will. It means his work here is all done. He can just give up the fort and go home.
Still, there's just the small matter of those bounties on bandits he posted. And a bandit with demon blood, well, there's no telling how much that's worth.
Of course, you could tell us where your camp is. Valis will pay more for that, he will. And we won't even have to butcher the lot of you.
I told you I'm not with those bandits. Or are you deaf and stupid?
Stupid? Here we were, thinking about letting you live.
Somehow, I highly doubt that he was originally going to do that. I have a feeling that he was just going to kill her anyway.
You've gone and changed our minds.
Oh, look, this is when we walk up.
Hold on. Looks like she's got friends, she does.
Who talks like that? Looks like she's got friends, she does.
A dark elf and a dwarf by the look of it.
The fact I'm a dark elf should have him jumping on me because, like, a dark elf bandit! Oh, this will be amazing! Leave that woman alone!
This don't concern you. We're soldiers from Fort Lock, hunting bandits.
That we are. Caught this demon trying to raid our camp, and we were about to deal with her.
By killing her? What'd you take?
Nothing yet. But a crew's been out in these parts. They've been raiding merchants, caravans, maybe even killed the old commander.
I told you I'm not with those bandits.
Shut your lying mouth, demon. You'll get the blade soon enough.
I won't let you murder her in cold blood.
You think you're going to stop us, are you?
Well, I kind of was the best duelist in the militia, so I don't really think you have much of a chance.
No, Valis might pay for 3 bandit bounties. He's not one for asking questions.
Especially about a demon, a runty dwarf, and a dirty harborman who doesn't know enough to keep walking.
I'm a dark elf. I take pride in that.
Runty dwarf? I know you cowards aren't talking to me, or you'll be talking to my fist next.
Good enough for me. Let's kill them all and I'll sort out the tale later.
Who's the leader? Who's the leader? Is it him or is it him? I think it's him, but... No, we took like 0 damage. Are they all attacking Viger now? Yeah, they're all attacking Viger. Nishka's taking... Yeah, Nishka. She's protected by story right now. I mean that she's pretty much got him on lockdown permanently. If we die, though, then it doesn't matter if Nishka's up, because she's not in our party yet. Oh, you used a potion. It's so annoying when enemies use healing stuff. But it's always the greatest when you'd use it. Can we kill him, please? Oh no, you're not. Okay, attack the guy attacking me. She's being protected by story, so I don't need to worry much. Unless if I roll poorly enough for this one guy to kill me. Oh, come on, please kill him. Protected by story. Abuse it to your will, because she will hurt them until they die, but they can't kill her. Oh, near death. Fantastic. Oh, you missed. No. Yeah, I really don't have anything much to say. There we go. Yeah, let's take the remains here. Malachite, cool. That's it for you. Take that. Okay, I'll take that. You might call me a thief if you didn't know otherwise.
Where did you come from? I mean, one moment I thought I was dead, and then suddenly you're here. And look at all this blood. They should have known better than to think they could take a dark elf. Not many people make that mistake twice.
Finally, someone who actually notices. I know that quite a few people have been noticing in this Let's Play, and I've been kind of thrilled about it. But, this is really cool.
Sorry if I sound surprised. It's just, you know, people don't usually help me out like that. Especially, well, people like you. You know, you don't really have that reputation. Not that you couldn't if you didn't want to, you know?
I have no idea what's going on right there. You don't owe me anything. No one should be treated like that.
Hey, you're nice. Sorry, I don't mean to sound so surprised. Well, actually I am. I mean, it's just, well, unexpected. You probably know what I mean, though. When someone takes one look at you and runs in the other direction. And in my case, all those tales about tieflings being cursed don't help much either. I'm Nishka, by the way. I'm really glad you came when you did. Wasn't really sure how I'd get out of that one. Of course, they never would have caught me in the first place if that invisibility potion I'd bought hadn't been watered down. If I ever see that merchant again...
Why were those men torturing you like that?
Well, I was actually trying to pass the fort by. Make my way farther south. Well, I thought that potion I bought would help. You see, once the local garrison sees me, they tend to want to throw me in a cell or attack me on sight. Of course, the potion wears off right as I cross paths with those thugs from Fort Lock. They were looking for easy bounties, and I showed up right on time.
So they caught you and thought they'd kill you slowly.
It's been that way ever since the new fort commander posted bounties on bandits. Some of his soldiers have been hunting down anyone they find on the road and claiming they're bandits. It's just banditry of a different sort. They rob the travelers and then get the bounty too. The roads are even less safe now than they were before.
This is corruption at its core. We're on our way to Fort Lock.
Do you think I could join you? Just for now. I won't get in the way, I promise.
Yeah, just for now.
It's just that I don't know how long I can survive on my own. And, well, I do owe you one.
Can't say I trust her. Tieflings will stab you in the back and run off with your purse the moment you drop your guard.
Yeah? Well, dwarves are squat, smelly drunks who'll chop someone in half just to show they're tough.
Oh, is that so? Well, why don't you step down here and say that again?
I want to say 2, but I want to say 1. Screw it, I'm going with 2.
Oh, this'll be fair. I don't even have any of my gear. But please let me come with you. I owe you for saving me. And those soldiers will just try to kill me again if they catch me out here on my own.
Alright, where's your gear?
Thanks. I won't let you down, I swear. I think those Fort Lock thugs have my gear locked away here.
Okay, and we leveled up, so we're going to do that real quick, Nishka. Just hold on a little bit longer, please. There we are. Now we're going to want one appraisal, bluff, craft armor, craft weaponry. Come down, lore, diplomacy. Lore identifies items, which is really nice to have. Because it's best to know that if you're wearing a cursed amulet or not, you know? Okay. We got Insightful Strike, which pretty much, if you want to read all this, you can pause the video, but pretty much what it does is that in addition to my strength bonus to a damage, it adds my intelligence bonus, which is really nice. Now, if we were to get combat expertise... okay, let's get improved parry. Because improved parry increases +3, like gives us a +3, I believe. Yeah, okay, what it does is that I can... Normally... Oh, man, I'm getting all flustered right now. Normally, when you use parry, you have to roll 10 or higher in order to counterattack. With this feat, I only need to roll 5 or higher. And it's already an insane modifier right now. And additionally, we can parry once more before we start getting penalties on it. And look, we got all this stuff. Hit points gained 11, Insightful Strike, and improved parry.
Yes.
Now, if you get a feat, I want to build you a certain way. No feat. All right.
Yes?
Now, let's rest right now. You'll rest for 8 hours. You know, we'll get your gear in a minute. Or in hours, in a few hours. You know, let's get all this stuff because I'm such a punk like that. So let's put you in there. Thank you. Mishka, I want you to go get this. And also, I'm going to check to see if your puppet mode is on or not. Because that wouldn't be good. Okay, first off, behavior, puppet mode off. Fantastic. Let's equip your armor. Let's equip your +1 dagger. I will take the potion. And you, my friend, can take the thieves' tools. Because I don't use thieves' tools.
Get in line. Follow me.
Let's put the potion down here. Let's move all these over here. Because, you know, some order. Look at how organized this is. Ah, I love it. Let's put this back on info. Alright, let's go. We're going to Fort Lock. Because why not? Now, yes, I'm well aware there's some up there. I've been up there before. In the previous part before I realized. Urgh! But we need to go to Fort... There's nothing there right now. We need to go to Fort Lock. And there's a couple quests here we can pick up because every place has quests. Let's face it. It wouldn't be an RPG if there weren't quests. Marshal Cormac. Galen tells me what you did for him. Glad you managed to keep him in one piece. You look familiar. You're not a harborman by any chance, are you? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Harbormen are hard to miss once you've met one, and I've met plenty, being from the West Harbor myself. I'm Cormac, City Watch Marshal of Neverwinter. You wouldn't have heard of me. A city watchman is hardly a glamorous profession. Cormac? You're famous in West Harbor, or so they say. Ha! I don't know about famous. West Harbor's a small village, though, so I'm not surprised you know of me. Wait a second, I recognize you. Dagon's foster child! Imagine running into you here. How's the old man nowadays? Nothing much has changed about him. Still keeps to himself, does he? The death of his wife really hit him hard, changed him a great deal. He seems to have done a great job raising you. So tell me, what are you doing so far away from West Harbor? My father sent me to Neverwinter on a task. He'll be making a stop at Highcliff then. How does he know that? That's a port city. Then be careful. From what I've been hearing from the refugees, bandits own the roads now. Any recent news from Neverwinter? Still rebuilding from the Veluscan War, and that's still not enough gold for the City Watch. Plus, there's talk of that troops we do have to spare are being sent to retake the Old Owl Well out in the Sword Mountains, so essentially the usual chaos. Why are you here? Well, mainly to make sure that Galen got here safely. He may be crazy and greedy, but he's still a friend. I've also heard rumors that the garrison here has stopped its patrols. Figured I'd look into it while I was down here. And of course, it turns out the rumors were true. No patrols mean the roads are crawling with bandits, and worse now. West Harbor itself came under attack recently. By the gods, I knew it! I told Valus that he was putting the village at risk, but he wouldn't listen. Why wouldn't he listen? One or more patrols have gone missing from what I gather, and if it were me, I'd gather a large force to investigate. Not Valus, though. Valus here's a by-the-book soldier. He called for reinforcements from Neverwinter, and until they arrive, he's hunkering down. I tried to explain to him that Neverwinter doesn't have any troops to spare, not after that business with Luskin, but he's sticking to the rules. No initiative in that man, I tell you. Why don't you talk to him? Believe me, I've tried. I just don't have the patience for all his rules talk, though. Guess that's why I've never been promoted to captain with the City Watch. I'll see what I can do. Thank you again for helping Galen out. He probably would have gotten into trouble with or without the patrols. It was good to see you. Hopefully you can win Valus over, and I can get back to Neverwinter sooner rather than later. Okay. Thank you again for getting me out of that swamp. I'll be waiting here until the patrols start, though I won't wait forever. Why don't you just risk the journey? I had counted on having my 2 guards with me, and, well, you know how that turned out. I had assumed that the rest of my journey would be uneventful. I never anticipated roads being stopped along the high road. So, there you have it. Until the roads are safer, I'm not going anywhere. Although if the wait is too long, I'll have to risk it. This has already been a costly trip, and I can't afford any further delays. There must be someone else you can turn to. Believe me, we would if we could find anyone of higher rank than this lieutenant. I'm beginning to think that this will be my last trip ever to West Harbor, and the mare. The trouble just isn't worth the profit. Okay, so let's look. Oh, there's somebody named Lisa. And some lag here. Well met, Traveler. Have you come to Fort Locke to take refuge with the rest of us? It's getting crowded, but I think we can make some extra room if you are in need. Just passing through. Then I should warn you if you tend to travel outside of the fort. Be wary of bandits. Bandits are always a danger. They are in fact a life out here, but these bandits have become bolder with the lack of regular patrols. They're now taking prisoners and demanding ransom. My own husband is among the ones taken. The garrison hasn't dealt with them? Look around. They have us to shelter, feed, and protect, and they've lost quite a few men on patrol. All of us here have gathered what gold we can to pay the bandits, but we just don't have enough. We can only thank Tyr that the bandits want the gold and won't harm our loved ones while they think we can pay. Is there anything I can do to help? Let's face it, I'm not going to leave these people on their own. You'd be willing to help us? Thank the gods, bless your kindness. No one knows where the camp might be, but if there's anything you could do to free your loved ones, we would be eternally grateful. I'll see what I can do. You know, I think I know where these bandits might be. I saw a large camp on the way to Fort Locke. If it's the bandit camp, who knows how much gold they have stashed there? Can you mark where this bandit camp is? Of course. They may have gotten some ill-gotten gains we can help ourselves to. Yeah, now I'm starting to think of the Order of the Stick. Has anyone seen that comic? You know, the part where she's got like this, the rogue has this enormous bag of loot with her name on it, and the party leader's like, so, what's with the bag? What bag? Dang it, bluff check! Has anyone ever seen that? I think it would be, that's really funny to be honest. Ah, a stranger in Fort Locke. If there's something you want, be quick about it. I have a garrison to run. Are you the commander here? I am, and let me tell you, with Fort Locke being the way it is nowadays, it's a good thing. These soldiers need military discipline, and by the gods, that's what they'll get. I hear you're filling in until the commander returns. Where is he? Filling in? Ha! That fool Tan allowed this place to fall apart. I've spent every waking moment bringing order back to the garrison. He's been missing too long anyhow, probably met the same fate as the other patrols we've lost. I've already sent news to Neverwinter of his loss. It's merely a formality before I officially take control of the garrison. Wouldn't they want proof of your commander's death before promoting you? True, I hadn't thought about that. That's very suspicious. But I can't spare the men for an investigation. Also suspicious. 3 patrols already lost, refugees trickling in, and with discipline in shambles, we'd be hard-pressed to hold this fort with what we have. You know, I just fought some of your men earlier claiming bounties on a merchant. Well, not a merchant, on, actually, this tiefling here, and she's no bandit, I assure you. She's not here to take all your gold. In fact, if anything, that's not her with her hand in your pocket. 3 patrols already lost? Yeah, okay. What if I were to handle this for you? You, a civilian, helping a military garrison with an investigation? Why? I'm not a civilian. I was a member of the West Harbor Militia. That hardly qualifies as military experience. I'm surprised you even learned which end of a sword to hold. Though I'm in no position to refuse any aid offered, I must question your motives for assisting the garrison. I want you to resume the patrols. Absolutely not. Not until I know what happened to the others. I'm not risking any more men. Your superiors would look favorably upon your promotion if you settled this without further loss of men. Failure. They care what happens to the men less than I do. However, if you can discover the fate of our commander and the patrols, I may be convinced to change my mind. I want to know what happened out there, complete your investigation, and I will see what I can do about resuming our patrols. Where should I begin looking? All 3 patrols were lost east of here. We've never had any reports of trouble there in the past few seasons, so what happened to them is a mystery. There's really nothing there except for the plains and an old graveyard. Of course, it is at the edge of the mare, so anything could have wandered in from the swamp. Anything else I should know? Nothing of note. As I said, we've never had any trouble from the east before. Now you'd best be going. I have more important matters to attend to. I'll begin my search immediately. I hope you won't disappoint me. Alright. Alright, boys. Let's go. Actually, let's get some crafting done here. Because there is, in fact, a crafting post here. Craftmaster, and they're right back here. Well, Matt, if you're here to use the crafting tools, I can give you some pointers. Sure. Whether it's mixing up chemical formulas, hammering out a fine steel blade, or enchanting your aforementioned blade into an instrument of pretty much instant death, the process is straightforward. Each item or enchantment has a recipe or mold that tells you what materials you'll need. Gather these ingredients, place them on a workbench, and finish the process by using the right tool or spell for the occasion. That's all there is to it. Now that I've given you the short version, what would you like to know? I actually already know how this works. Do you have any recipes or materials I could use? There are some recipes and basic materials on the workbenches that you may use. If you need tools, there should be a smith's hammer as well as a mortar and pestle floating around here somewhere. Anything you make is yours. Use it or sell it for some coins if you'd like. What would you like to know? I'm good. I hope that plate wasn't kind of broke in a place that you could easily clean it up. So let's get everything here. And now our inventory is absolutely covered. Now let's put all these in here. Now we have some molds, we have some leather. Much better, look at that. Okay, so we can make half plate, leather, long sword. Ooh, leather. Do I have any restrictions on my feats? Weapon finesse. Higher. So strength is 10. Okay, so light, elf, martial, simple. Okay, I want to make some leather armor, to be honest. Examine. What are you? 3 leather hides. Let's see if we can make some leather armor. So what we need to do is we need to go to this blacksmith's workshop, push I, go to our materials, and look at that, we have some leather hide. And then we need to put the mold in there, which is leather mold. And then we will use, and we got some leather armor. Oh, did we already have leather armor? Are they different? No? Okay, we just wasted. But that was a good idea, good show of what we just made there. Long bow, long sword, great sword, short sword, dagger, half plate. Don't really have anything I want to make anything into right now, so let's get out of here. That was a nice little introduction there. Very, very nice. Can you settle on the pathway, please? Okay, I think it's been a... Oh! Ooh! Somebody is watching us! Hey, it's that person from the, whatchamacallit, from the ruins! Okay, so I'm gonna call it here before we decide where we want to go. All these places are really tough. Well, except for one. But we can do all that later. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll join me for future parts. Farewell, Travelers and Immigrants.